Welcome back. This is Joe and Anthony, and this is our beginner backpacking series. This is the final episode, which is how to pack your pack.
And be sure to stick around till the end for our final opportunities to enter into our giveaway.
A lot of people pack their packs differently. Some people like to put the weight at the top, more towards the shoulders. Some people like to put the weight more towards their rump area. We like to have most of our weight in the center of our back.
With my smaller frame, even though our Osprey backpacks have the space in the bottom compartment to fit the bear can, which I tend to be the one to carry, has a lot of weight. So putting that in the back, pressing weight onto my lower back really caused me a lot of back pain. And at the top, shoulder pain. Having it in the center of my spine and the center of my backpack is the best for weight distribution.
And the reason why we're bringing up the bear can or BB500 is because that is one of your more heavier items you're going to have.
So this is my Aura AG65. What I was mentioning before about this lower compartment, it's plenty big enough to fit my bear can for the BB500. But I opt not to. What I will do is I will put a dry sack with my clothing and like nighttime toiletries inside of it in the very bottom because it's the last thing I have to access when I get into my tent or hammock at night. Then next I'll put all of my bedding. So my quilt, my pillow, things of that nature, sleep pad, and then next will go my bear can. I generally don't pack much of the tent if we are having a tent, but that goes on the very top, on top of the bear can. For the most part, Anthony tends to carry the food. So I will carry more of the weighted items when we use our tents. However, our last trip, I had the bear can for half the trip and the hammock would go on top. So bear can, whatever our coverage system is, goes on the very top. And then up here in the brain, GPS, toiletries, poo shovel, all of that stuff here on top for easy access. Here on the front in this pocket is where I'm going to put water crossing stuff, or if it starts to rain, if we brought ponchos, or my rain cover, which the Aura did not come with one. We had to purchase that separately through Osprey. Then in the hip belt, you've got your Jolly Ranchers, your headlamp, chapstick, all of those actively hiking little things that you need to have on you.
I like to do about the same thing. At the bottom of my pack, I like to have either my quilt or my sleeping bag. I either have it in a dry sack or I will have like a contractor bag inside here to protect it. The next layer up, the rest of my sleep system, which would be my pillow. If I have a liner, a sleep pad. If we have the tent and I'm going solo, I will attach it to the bottom. Now that does give some weight to the bottom of my pack, but at the same time, I'm going to have my food at the top. It kind of equals out. All right, so above our sleep system is where I'm going to have my food. And I like the Urisac more than the BB500. It's more compactable, and I usually run it directly down the center. So when I put my tent inside this bag, I'm going to have my food sack in the center, and I take the body of the tent, and we pretty much fold it. We don't roll it up. We'll fold it up on one side. Usually I do the tent body and the stakes on one side. I do the ground cloth and the rain fly on the other side. And like I said, we just fold them up and put them in there unless they're wet. Then we put them on the outside of the bag on the stretch pocket. After I put the tent in there and the food, on the very, very top is usually where I put my cook kit. I don't like putting my cook kit in the brain. I like having it right here on top. Now when we go over to the brain, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. If I have the brain on, this is where my map, compass, GPS, battery bank, and flashlight go. I don't like these hip pockets that well. They're a pain to get open. So that's where I keep all that stuff. I keep my poo gear in my hip pocket because I don't have to access it quite as much as I do the other items. On the front of my backpack right here, I like to keep a fixed blade knife. Just like the one behind me here. I like to hook it right here. It works really good. I know it's overkill, but I feel safe out in the woods with this fixed blade knife. As you see, most of our stuff is pretty much the same. There's a couple little things that are different. But I suggest when you're on the trail, switch it up. Try putting your heavier items at the bottom, see how you like it, walk a couple miles. If it starts to hurt you, stop, rearrange it.
In Springfield, we have a Gearhead, but you can go to REI's, any of those types of stores that are going to carry the hiking and outdoor gear. You can bring all of the things that you've gathered through this series, take it to the store, and they will allow you to fill the pack to figure out exactly what size you need. Because really, like we talked about before, you want to get the smallest pack necessary to fit all of your stuff. It doesn't seem like a couple of pounds are going to make that much of a difference, but when you get out on the trail, and for that matter, we've been training with our smaller day packs, putting 45-pound weights inside of them at the gym, getting on the Stairmaster, because it's just too hot to hike in Missouri right now.
It's way too hot.
It's like 107 plus heat index.
No.
So with that added weight, it makes a huge difference.
All right, so this is our final video of our beginner backpacking series. When we post our next video, we will announce the winners of our drawing.
We are going to give away 2 items from our store. We have an Etsy page with our logoed items in it. 2 people, each person gets to pick an item. But you have to like and place a comment on every video in this series to be entered to win. So we'll take a look at that. We'll probably do like a midweek kind of thing. So we'll have our regular Monday upload and then a midweek to figure out who gets some free stuff.
So if you like this beginner backpacking series, hit that bell icon so you can get notified when we have new videos. Subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it.
But be sure to stick around for next week because we have an awesome video planned for you guys. It's going to really bring this whole series full circle. Best budget backpacking setup for under $400. Thank you for watching.